From the Northway Bank Online Newsroom, I'm Gare McKenzie. This local and regional news update is brought to you by Northway Bank. Get big savings close to home with Northway Bank's Community Sense digital coupon book, filled with valuable money-saving coupons from hundreds of Northway Bank business customers. Visit northwaybank.com for more info. Northway Bank with 17 locations throughout New Hampshire. The people you know, the bank you trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Conway police say two 26-year-old Conway men have been charged in connection with a burglary early yesterday morning, where a caller reported someone had kicked down the door of a house and stolen items that included money. Detective Sergeant Chris Maddie says officers initially responded to a single-family home at 53 Quint Street shortly before 3:45 and found four family members who had been sleeping upstairs in the home were not hurt. Here's Maddie.
We took photographs, processed the scene, and we realized it looked like the individual or individuals that were responsible had actually laid in wait outside the house in the backyard. It looked like they took up a vantage point behind the house.
Maddie says officers got a tip about a possible suspect, and they went to an apartment on Washington Street to check it out. New Hampshire State Police assisted. He says they found two men at 55 Washington Street in apartment 5, including the apartment's tenant, Joshua F. Smith, and his associate, Andrew W. Carruthers of 224 High Road. Both men allegedly admitted taking part in the burglary. Carruthers reportedly telling police he had gone to the house to take some items, and Smith admitting he'd been there as well to help. Both suspects appeared before a Conway District Court judge yesterday, where bail was set at $5,000 personal recognizance for Carruthers on a single count of Class A felony burglary, and $20,000 personal recognizance for Smith, who Maddie says has a more involved criminal history, on a single Class A felony count of criminal liability for the conduct of another. Each felony count carries a potential maximum term of 15 years in the New Hampshire State Prison and $4,000 in fines. Both men are due to appear in court again early next month. The Mount Washington Valley Chamber of Commerce says Mount Washington is the only place in New Hampshire being nominated for an 8th Wonder of the World contest, sponsored by a popular travel website. Chamber membership manager Melody Nestor says virtualtourist.com is running a contest to give the title to one amazing spot on the globe, and Mount Washington has been among the top 50 vote getters. She says the contest is very exciting because
we will get a lot of publicity for our area that will be free and kind of help in other ways to put our area on the map. Mount Washington certainly is an exciting place. It's famous for its crazy weather, unique alpine garden with flowers that can only be seen on Mount Washington and very few other places in the world. The scenes when you get a nice day on top of Mount Washington are amazing.
Nestor says the publicity will be good for businesses in the valley as it will attract national media coverage. She encourages visitors and residents to vote each day until September 30th at the website at virtualtourist.com. In May news, lawmakers are heading back to Augusta to vote on a state borrowing package for roads and education infrastructure projects. The Appropriations Committee meets today to discuss and vote on the nearly $150 million bond package proposal that will likely be on the ballot in November. Republican Governor Paul LePage and Democratic lawmakers agreed to the bond proposal late Friday after weeks of political wrangling over a borrowing package and its scope. If voted out today, the proposal will then head to the full legislature, where it will need two-thirds majority support. Lawmakers say they'll vote on it in time for it to be placed on the ballot in November. The proposal includes $100 million for transportation, more than $35 million for education, and $14 million for armory maintenance and renovations. In sports, Pittsburgh Pirate All-Star pitcher Jeff Locke is scheduled to take to the mound tonight as his Bucks take on the San Francisco Giants on the West Coast. Locke is now 9-4 on the season. The Portland Sea Dogs beat the New Hampshire Fisher Cats 4-2 last night at Hadlock Field in Portland, taking 2 games of the 3-game series. Chula Vista, California rallied for a 6-3 win over New England champion Westport, Connecticut last night to earn a berth in the U.S. Championship game at the Little League World Series in South Williamsport, Pennsylvania. And the Red Sox clobbered the San Francisco Giants 12-1 yesterday. In the weather, partly sunny today, a chance of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Some thunderstorms may produce gusty winds, small hail, heavy rainfall, frequent lightning. Highs in the upper 80s, light winds becoming southwest around 10 miles per hour. Cloudy tonight, showers and thunderstorms likely in the evening, then a chance of showers after midnight. Lows in the mid-50s, around 60 in southern Carroll County. And partly sunny on Friday, highs around 80. From the Northway Bank Online Newsroom, I'm Gare McKenzie.